In the unforgiving world of bodybuilding, where pain is the language and muscle is the currency, few names have struck fear and awe quite like Michal Krizo. Emerging from the heart of Eastern Europe, this Slovakian mass monster didn't arrive with fanfare or media hype. There were no bright lights waiting, no golden arches of opportunity. He simply appeared, like a storm rolling in from the east, silent, cold, and powerful. While others chased followers and endorsements, Krizo stayed buried in the iron. He didn't care for the noise. All he wanted was war. And the battlefield? The gym. Krizo's journey didn't begin in glamour. Raised in Slovakia, far from the glitz of the American fitness scene, his path was built with raw determination. Every rep was a war cry. Every set was a battle won. His transformation from a local athlete to a global force didn't happen overnight. It was earned through sleepless nights, brutal workouts, and an obsession with perfection. While the world was watching Nick Walker, Big Ramy, and Hadi Choopan ruled the stage, Krizo was sharpening his weapons in silence. And when he finally stepped into the light, the bodybuilding world wasn't ready. Before even joining the IFBB Pro League, Michal Krizo's photos exploded across the internet like wildfire. There was no trickery, no filters, just sheer size and structure that screamed old-school mass with new-school symmetry. His arms looked carved from marble, thick and vascular. His shoulders were wide enough to cast shadows. His chest hung like armor, and his waist stayed tight, a combination that seemed almost too perfect to be real. It didn't take long for legends to take notice. Jay Cutler himself, a four-time Mr. Olympia, saw Krizo's potential. When Jay speaks, the industry listens, and this time, it leaned in hard. Krizo had dominated the IFBB Elite Pro division. He could have stayed there, continued winning, and enjoyed a comfortable reign. But that wasn't enough for him. Something deeper called. The real war, the one fought on the Olympia stage, was happening elsewhere, and Krizo knew he had to enter the IFBB Pro League to chase immortality. It was a bold move. Many said he wouldn't cut it. His conditioning wasn't sharp enough. His posing wasn't refined. The critics came in waves. But instead of defending himself, Krizo trained harder. He didn't argue. He didn't post rebuttals. He went back to the iron, letting every rep speak the words he refused to say. Then came his NPC debut, the gateway to the IFBB Pro League. The moment he stepped on stage, jaws dropped. He wasn't just massive, he was dangerous. He looked like a sculpture brought to life, a figure from some mythical warrior tale. The judges watched. The competitors panicked. The fans screamed. Krizo had arrived, and he brought with him a physique that was both intimidating and inspirational. There was a hunger in his eyes, a hunger not just to compete, but to dominate. He didn't want to be the next big thing. He wanted to be the next champion. Yet even giants have flaws. And Krizo's came in the form of detail and conditioning. His Olympia debut was a spectacle, his size undeniable, his presence unmatched. But he lacked the dry, grainy finish that separates contenders from champions. His back shots lacked the sharpness needed at that level. His posing, though powerful, wasn't polished. The potential was there. Everyone saw it. But in a sport judged by perfection, Krizo fell just short of the top. It wasn't a loss. It was a revelation. And to a warrior like Krizo, revelations are fuel. After Olympia, Krizo did what few modern athletes do. He disappeared. No endless vlogs. No excuses. No headlines. Just silence, and iron. He returned to the trenches, redesigned his game plan, and he brought in new posing coaches, tweaked his diet, pushed his legs harder, and carved out detail across his back. The Krizo that left the Olympia stage was not the same man now grinding away in the shadows. This new version, leaner, tighter, deadlier, was being forged in absolute silence. Training clips began to surface. Fans noticed the difference immediately. His glutes were striated. His back, once a weak point, showed shocking improvement. His transitions became smoother. His waistline tighter. The mass remained, but now it had structure, flow, presentation. Suddenly, the bodybuilding community began to whisper a different kind of fear. If Krizo ever nails his condition, if he ever brings his full form to the Olympia stage, he won't just be a threat, he could win the whole damn thing. Even the top Olympians were watching. Nick Walker, known for his freak factor, acknowledged him. Derek Lunsford, the balance king, studied him. Hadi Chupan, the reigning master of conditioning, kept a wary eye. Because Krizo, when he's on, is a different breed. He has something that can't be trained, a raw, primal energy that separates men from monsters. In an era where the sport is split between mass monsters and aesthetic warriors, Krizo stands as the terrifying hybrid of both. The 2025 Olympia looms closer with every tick of the clock. The competition is fierce. Samson Dauda is rising fast. Nick Walker wants redemption. Hadi Chupan is coming back with vengeance. Derek Lunsford is hunting for a legacy. But somewhere in Slovakia, Michal Krizo is training in silence. There are no distractions. No excuses. Only pain. Only progress. Only purpose. He's not training to look good. He's training to rewrite history. Krizo knows what it takes now. He's been to the fire and came back wiser. And this time, he's not aiming for a top 10 spot. He's coming for the throne. For the Sando. For his place among legends. He's not asking for permission. He's not coming to make friends. He's coming to conquer. With every set, he's rewriting the script. With every rep, he's building the version of himself that will one day stand center stage, not as a dark horse, but as a champion. In this age of viral stars and fleeting fame, Michal Krizo is a throwback to a forgotten time. He trains like Dorian Yates. He looks like a warrior sculpted by the gods. And he speaks the universal language of all-time greats: discipline, obsession, and silence. While others perform for cameras, Krizo performs for legacy. And legacies aren't built in likes. They're built in blood, sweat, and unbreakable will. This isn't the end of the Krizo story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. One written in steel. One screened from the stage of the Olympia. And when that day comes, when the lights hit, the music roars, and the crowd rises, Michal Krizo won't need to say a word. His physique will say it all. He didn't come to play. He came to take it all.